think that's a good angle. The angle of the dangle. Ah.
Special tech, Chris. I got the team all prepped and ready to go. We got a recovery check. Slushy. Is that a switch to man? Really is again. Don't worry. I'll take you guys up too. You know I'm borrowing that, right? No. This is not good.
What's going on? Welcome to the shop. Just getting ready to paint some trim. Got the football game going on in the background there. Hopefully it's not too distracting. Yeah, I think the mic's picking it up a little bit. All right. Get all the dust off here. Don't want a bunch of dust in your paint. It's gray paint, so I assume the white dust would probably screw with the pigment. What's everybody doing out there, man? It's Thursday night. The NFL's back. Get to watch the Cowboys lose. I gotta turn that down a little bit. Mike's picking that up quite a bit. There we go. I don't think the mic's gonna pick it up now. Get all the dust and crap off the bench here. Anybody else here refuse to stir paint? I don't think I have any stir sticks left. Yep, sounds like paint. Woo, time for a break. Woo. How long do they shake paint in the store? I shake it until I get really tired, and then I'm like, should be good. Hello, Hossein. What's going on, man? You having a good night? It's Thursday. The weekend's almost here. That's got to be good enough. Let's see. See all that raging stamina? Shook this can for every bit of 30 seconds. These are the last pieces I got to paint, besides filling pinholes, nails holes. I don't know if I'll do that live. Maybe I will. I'm definitely going to work on my live setup, though. I was watching some guys who actually know how to stream live, and I was like, whoa, I'm doing this all wrong. Where the hell am I going to put this lid? All right. Should we start with the back? Yeah, let's start with the back. The only reason I'm going to paint the back of this is so inside of the box is LEDs. Completely gray box with a brown stripe that might actually affect the color of the lights as it reflects in the box. Stir this up a little more. It doesn't look like it's stirred up very well. It's a little better. Okay. Let me put something down here. I think we can do this. What do we got here? I don't have to paint the entire back, though. Well, maybe I should. I'm already here. Might as well. I think I'm just going to give the back one coat, though, because nobody's ever going to look up inside of the box. And if they do, they're not allowed back in my house. What are you doing looking in my box? My goal is to get one coat on the back and 2 coat on the front. You think we can get this done tonight? Is it possible? I think we can do it. I did not do enough prep work here. I was too excited to get started. Just set it down. All right. One down. This is how tired I am of this project. I'm just going to paint right over the barcode price tag. Do not care. So tired of this project. Oh no. I just painted right over the so that's 1, that's 6. Where's my pencil? So this is number 1. Number 1. I explained in the last stream that each one of the trims has a different position on the shelves because each one's just like a hair different in size. And then on that first one I just painted, I painted right over the shelf label. That would have sucked if I painted over all 6. I've been like, where the hell do these go? What do I do? Two down. What is this? Number 4. Who's got the ball? Dallas got the ball? Who you guys think is going to win? Dallas or Philly? All right, here's a question for you. So I'm painting the back of this trim, which in theory no one will ever look at or see. Has anybody here ever painted the top of a door? Because I have. I don't know why. And actually, if you go to any door in your house, it's probably covered in dust, thick dust. Like you could probably, fill 10 belly buttons full of dust off one door. The amount of dust and lint. 3 down. It's going so fast. I love it. Number 5. Does anybody out there watching live stream? Does anybody if you do you have any suggestions on which is a good app for multicams? I was doing a bit of research yesterday and I found one app, but as soon as I searched it in the Play Store, I immediately got sent to basically knockoff apps and almost fell for it. Everybody out there tonight is so quiet. No questions, no heckling. No one's gonna heckle. That's not how you paint, bro. You don't know how to paint. Look at you, you're holding that paintbrush like a little girl. Painting like a baby. Now the question is, will it dry fast enough for me to flip it over and do the other sides? I had to work late again, so I don't even know what's going on in the world news. What's going on out there? That's the only problem with getting your news from podcast is you're typically a day behind at best. So, if aliens invaded or if zombies started taking over the world, I wouldn't know until it was a day late. I'd be screwed. I'd be out going to work, clocking in, be like, what the hell? Where's everybody at? Damn, James, you look sick, bro. Somebody bite you on the neck, dude? What happened? Brains. Brains. I did it again. Damn it. Okay. So, paint it over the label again. Damn. All right. So, what numbers we got? We got 1, 6, 4, 5. This is either 3 or 2. So, this one's 3. 3. This has to be 2. Watch out, number 3. Who does number 2 work for? It's an Austin Powers reference. Love Austin Powers. Mike Myers ought to reboot Austin Powers. I don't know. I've reached an age where I don't know if anybody from this generation has seen Austin Powers, let alone even heard of it. The international super spy of mystery. I wonder what Mike Myers is even doing these days. Last time I saw him, he was in Glorious Bastards. I thought they were going to redo, was it Wayne's World? No, it was Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Never mind. There you go. There's a question for you. If you could reboot any movie series, what would it be? I mean, they just brought back The Naked Gun, which I have not seen, so do not spoil it. I do not want to know about the tomfoolery. I was kind of surprised to see Liam Neeson took the job, but he may be perfect for it. I did see they are going to reboot The Highlander, which I always thought was a great storyline. Thought it was a great idea, great premise. It was shot, in the 80s and the 90s, so it kind of had crap for quality. What Henry Cavill, Superman? I think he's supposed to play. What's his name? Connor McLeod. Connor McLeod. That'd be cool. These little bench cookies. Oh, the first one's not quite dry yet, so you guys, you're gonna have to say something. Give me something to work with. What's going on in the world? What do you want to talk about? Sports, pop culture, history, world history, science, math. Just sit there and watch me blow this trim. What's the score? Oh, Dallas is up 7-0. Everybody have a good Labor Day? I did. I was hoping to have this shitting ass project done, but tired. Ready for the weekend, man. It's always nice to have Monday as a holiday. It's better to have a 3-day weekend and come back to a 4-day work week than to work 4 days, have 3 days off, and come back to a 5-day work week. Because that 5-day work week seems like forever. Still a little wet. Here, you blow on it. I'm running out of breath. I still can't believe they traded Micah Parsons to the Packers. I think Jerry Jones needs to retire from being a GM. He's clearly going senile. Kidding. I don't know. I guess he was doing, for the last couple of years, he was kind of doing one-on-one negotiations between him and the players instead of going through agents, is what I'm hearing. So it's like, I heard the Players Association and NFLPA was like, hey, you need to negotiate with the agents. Because that Parsons thing went sideways fast. All right, this looks dry enough. Let's get back to painting. I want this crap to be done. I put it there and there. Yeah. What's his name? Chris Collinsworth? Chris Collins? He always sounds like he just smoked an entire pack of cigarettes. Like chain smoked him. He's like, hold on, Mike, I'm not ready, dude. Still got 5 left. I'll be out there in a minute. It's probably his voice is probably like that from years of playing football, yelling over crowds. I mean, I'm going deaf just from wearing an earbud all day. I couldn't imagine actually trying to yell over a stadium full of people, stadium full of drunk fans yelling at the top of their lungs. What happened? There's a big chunk there. I don't know. Who out there is watches American sports? Because I don't know squat about outside of America when it comes to sports. The only thing I know about soccer is we suck at it, and then what we do is catch aging international superstars and then pay them millions of dollars to come play in our league and give them ownership of a team. Like, what was it? I think Beckham was the first to do it. Now we got Messi. And he's down in Miami just like half-ass playing, and he's destroying everybody. Yeah, I don't really know crap about soccer. I know they're trying to get people involved in it here, but I don't know if it's going to take off. American kids, man, they don't. When I was in gym class, I think we ran a mile like 3 or 4 or 5 times a year. Now they don't even make kids do it in the school district. It's like, what? It's nuts, dude. You know, I think in Russia they make, school students fight bears, you know? Our kids are throwing frisbees. The hell? It's a big old chunk of something in there. All right, one down. This is going to get out of hand fast. I did no prep for work for this. I'm going to run out of places to put stuff. I forgot to paint that side. At least I caught it before I put it over there and thought I was done. I had my daughter come out and help me paint some French cleats, and she missed the edge of like one whole cleat. I still don't think I've went back and painted it. I just leave it there. Show her how proud I am of her. Look what you did. You missed a spot. Is that me as a father? I'm that neighbor as a dad that comes over and is like, you missed a spot. I kid. Little dog, little joke. That's the one good thing about latex paint, though, is you can use edge banding on plywood, and the thickness of the latex paint kind of masks that. Even when I use lacquer, though, if you put 3 or 4 coats of lacquer on, it hides edge banding. Little known fact. Let's see. Are you dry enough yet? Almost. What's going on out there? Hi, everybody. All right. Let's start this way. Yeah. Tomorrow's Friday, guys. You got anything fun planned for the weekend? I got to go to the hospital tomorrow. Take my youngest kid to get stitches taken out. So that's pretty cool. That's a good way to start. Well, I'm sorry, Saturday is when I do that. But yeah, it's a great way to start the weekend. Planned visit to the hospital. Other than that, I think a buddy's going to come over and hang out for a little bit. Shoot the shit for a while. Haven't seen him in a few weeks. You know, that's the thing when you're young, you go hang out with your friends. You're like, all right, let's go get something to eat. Let's go out. Let's do this, do that, do that, do this. You reach my age, and you're just glad to see your friend and sit the fuck down, watch TV. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old and lazy. I don't know. We usually go out hunting in November. We haven't really gone out scouting or made any plans yet, so I think we got to do that, at least touch base on that. Anybody out there listening, hunters? Y'all go hunting? It's starting to cool off pretty good here, but you can still take your boat out. It's sad though. I go near this marina quite often, and people are already bringing their boats in to have them winterized and put up for the winter. It's like, yo, you could still go fishing for a couple months. I mean, where I'm at, it doesn't really get that cold till. I mean, it gets cold, but it doesn't get bad till December. Ta-da! 2 down. Dun 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 dun. Boogity boogity boo boo. Bam 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 bam. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom boom boom. Which one's the most dry now? This one? I think that's the most dry. Looks good to me. Gotta hydrate. Stay hydrated. All right, fuck it. We're gonna paint like this. We'll paint like a man instead of look like a baby. It's like an episode of Bob Ross. Look. I'm just going to put a little tree right here. Happy little tree. Little known fact, there is a Bob Ross museum. I don't know. It might have been where he lived. I can't remember. They just turned his house into a museum. I mean, that's a pretty cool honor. I mean, at least you have a museum in your name. Seems kind of lazy. They're like, yeah, just turn his house into a museum. That's good enough. He was pretty famous. Screw him. I mean, presidents at least get libraries. Who else got house museums? I mean, there's, well, like Washington has a house museum. Who else? Seems like writers, they do that a lot with writers. Like, that's take a tour of his house. What is it? What? Does Edgar Allan Poe have one or no? I can't remember. Is it Walt something? I know they turned the President Benjamin Harrison's house into a museum. And that's where he took a dump. He used to poop in that bucket. I've never been on the tour. I'm not going on the tour. I couldn't even tell you the last time I went to a museum. Probably like a field trip. School field trip. Probably like Museum of Natural History or I don't know. I mean, I don't understand art. I get it. I get the stuff that's hard to make, but then you see the stuff that the art that looks like little kids could make it. You're like, what? What? What do you mean didn't somebody pay like 10 million bucks for a banana that was duct taped to a wall? Damn, I'm in the wrong business, dude. I slap bananas to walls all day. I mean, how fast do you think you could slap a banana to a wall with duct tape? Like rip, smack, rip, smack. Let's say it's one every 5 seconds. Was that 20 a minute? $200 million. What do you do for a living? I fucking smack bananas to walls. I don't know. I'm pretty tired. I'm ready for the weekend. It's been a long week. That's the problem with 4-day work weeks is, yeah, you had a day off, but you still got to get 5 days worth of work done in 4 days. So screwed anyways. Work your ass all week. Work your ass off all week. All right. It's going pretty fast. I'm pleased with this. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I can get this done. I have no perception of what time it is right now, though. Phone's in video mode, so I don't see a clock. I don't want to be up all night painting, but I'm also not doing this again tomorrow. Ooh. I was about to say, when I'm done tonight, I'm throwing this paintbrush in the trash. And then I just remembered, no, don't do that, because I got to fill the pinholes after I install the trim. And then paint that. Bro, if I live stream next weekend and I'm still working on this damn project, my attitude's going to be so crappy. This boop, wall. Boop, piece of boop. When I first started this, I knew it would probably take me 6-8 weeks. And then I got it going, and man, I was hauling ass. I was like, nah, we're making good time. Like I'm on a freaking road trip. Like, woo, yeah, this is going good. And then hit a brick wall. I don't even know where it was. It had to be when I started painting the damn thing. Oh no, it was painting the doors. You got 8 doors, but when you're painting stuff, you got to give it everything 2 coats. So it's like, no, I'm not painting 8 doors. I'm painting 16 doors. That's right. That's when this shit went sideways. That's when what I thought was a one-day project took 2 or 3, I think. That is the one nice thing about spray and lacquer is the hardest part is setting your spray gun. And then it's when you spray it in the molding, done. This, you got to fucking fiddle with it. Kiss its ass, poke the paint in there. But my wife wanted gray. And latex is kind of the nice way to go, because if somebody buys your house, it's a lot easier to just put latex on top of latex as opposed to trying to put latex on top of lacquer. But I mean, it can still be done. But you guys are quiet. Nothing. I can get nothing out of you guys. I get it. You guys are shy. I get it. Not me, bub. I'm going to tell you what's on my mind. You know what's on my mind right now? Shit, man, I'm tired. I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm kind of just running on autopilot right now. That doesn't look good. What the hell happened there? I don't know if you can hear it, but I've got one kid that cannot just walk upstairs. He has to, it's just stomping all the time. I don't know if it's coming through the microphone or not. It sounds like there's a freaking dinosaur jumping around up there. Make sure I didn't miss a spot. All right. It's going to happen, guys. I'm so happy. There you go. Grab my little Mandalorian Grogu. Oh, he's not in the frame. There you go. Grogu can watch me paint. Man, I was late to the game on The Mandalorian. I don't even think I started watching it till the second season was already finished. So I got to binge a lot of it. It was like, yo, how did I miss this? Pretty stoked for the movie. I have no idea when it comes out, though. Is there even a release date for it yet? The guy I know, like, is hardcore into, like, the Gen Con, Game Con stuff, and he has pretty legit Mandalorian outfit or a costume. It's not silver though. It's red. I mean, he's dumped a lot of money into that thing. It's pretty sweet. It always seems like Gen Con is like in the middle of like the hot ass summer. Usually the dog days. It's like how are you walking around downtown fully engulfed in plastic, dude? I'm sure if you cut a fart, it never leaves that helmet. You just run around all day blaming it on Grogu. It wasn't me. It was the little guy who can't talk. Grogu, quit pooping, dude. Oh, there's a really old joke about blaming a fart on a dog. I grew up in bowling alley, so I've got a nasty sense of humor, dude. Basically, been hanging around sailors and pirates since I was 4. Can't remember that joke though. This is a super cheap paintbrush too. It's not like I went out and was like, oh, I just need this paintbrush for this. I found it in the bottom of a cabinet. I don't even know who the hell got it. But I did that thing where last time I finished with a project, I threw all of the paintbrushes, all the rollers and sticks and crap in the trash. I was like, never paint again. Then I realized I had to paint this crap, and I was like, what do I have? I'm not going back to Lowe's. Hey, I do have a stir stick. Hey, I shook my nuts off for nothing. All right, we need two more of these little guys. Oh man, Dallas is up 14-7. Woo. Playing for their lives, dude. Jerry Jones made Micah Parsons a sacrificial lamb. He said, if y'all don't win this year, it's going to happen to all you boys. I'm a gambler. All right, last coat. Once I get these coated again, checking out. Oh, look at Grogu, dude. Look how excited he looks. Oh, I'm so excited. It's almost over. My wife would shit if I built this media wall and then put a giant stuffed Grogu in one of the boxes. After this video series, my laptop actually can't hold a video this long. I've got thousands of videos on how I made this wall. So I'm going to break this up into bits until I get a computer that has the capacity for one long ass video. But after that, the next video, well, I can't say the next video, but I think the next big installment will be installing a fireplace in the wall and like step by step how I learned to do the trim work, which I am not a professional carpenter. I know jack shit about it, but if you've ever built anything, like I'm not gonna say fine woodworking, but like I've built coffee tables, blanket chest, built all sorts of random crap cabinets, nightstands. If you can do that, you can do trim work. And we'll figure it out together. Make a fake mantle around a electric fireplace. It'll be fun, guys. It'll be close to Christmas time. We can all sit around in our jammies and enjoy some hot chocolate by the fake fireplace that doesn't generate any heat. It'll be a good time. All right. That is officially done. This is a satin sheen, though. I wanted I wanted everything to be a little shiny, but not real shiny, because the LEDs are pretty bright. And it'd be pretty wild if the entire wall was just radiating light because the paint was so shiny. Oh, we got it. Philly scored again. Tie. I think it's a tie game. Watch out, Grogu. Oh, that's messed up commentary. Chris Collinsworth? Chris Collins? I don't know why I can't think of his name. He just said Jalen Hurts has been out there doing with his arms. He's been doing with his legs. And he just did it with his finger. Oh my God. Well, what the hell is this guy doing? Is everybody okay? Jesus, what did he do with his finger? Oh, big chunk. A big old chunk in my paint. Ugh. Here we go. All right, we're almost there, guys. It's almost over. It's almost over. You guys are doing good. Thanks for the help. So yeah, that's part of my mentality is like, so I had to paint 6 pieces. Do the back once, do the fronts twice. So that's what, 18 paints? Don't think about like, oh crap, I gotta paint 18 things. It's more about, let me get started. Just try to have fun for a little bit. I think that's kind of why I like live streaming crap like this is, I mean, I wish people were a little more engaging than this, but try to keep yourself entertained. And then as you get closer to the end, you're like, holy crap, this is number 15. That's 16, 17, 18. You know, like kind of a mentality thing. It's all in your head, man. I've got one friend, he's got a bunch of tools, does woodworking, but when it comes to stuff like this, he's like, I don't know how you do it, man. I don't have the patience to do it. I'm like, neither do I, man. I lose my shit by the end of it. You just got to keep going. Just every day. Just another step or two. Even if you only got, like today, I worked way later than I wanted to again. But my goal was to get this done. Like every day, get a little bit done, even if you got to make a checklist. Like obviously I didn't need a checklist for this, but just get up and do a couple steps, whatever it is, even if it's just one step. Even if it's just coming out and cleaning your shop. Before I started live streaming yesterday, I had to clean the shop for like 45 minutes. I forgot what big ass mess I left out here. I'm that guy that at the end of the project, I quit cleaning stuff because I think it's almost over. I mean, this place was a mess yesterday. Ugh. Two more after this. So close. So excited. Oh no. My kid and my dog are in there going wild now. One more. One more. And that's another thing about something that's really repetitive. So, like I said earlier, I had to paint 18 sides. Is once you get the technique down, by the end it kind of snowballs on you. It goes pretty quick. You kind of figure out by instinct like the fastest way to do it. The only problem is by the next time I go to paint something like this, it'll be so long from now I'll kind of forget what I was, what was successful. Sometime I'll have to tell you about the first time I sprayed actual lacquer, not water-based lacquer, real lacquer. It turned out great, but there's quite the story to it. Boom. We're on the last one. Everybody did good. Everybody hung in there. It was a good team effort. Proud of everybody. Last one. And then I might still just throw this paintbrush in the trash because it's cheap. So cheap. This one actually isn't very, it's dry. Dry enough to paint again. It'll be fine. See, I can put Grogu next to the paint can and I don't have to worry about it. If I start to spill any on him, he'll just use the force and protect himself from the paint. Right on, dude. We are done. All I got to do now is install the shit. I want to thank everybody for sticking around, watching. Like I said, I may not live stream for a minute. My next goal is I've got a few cameras laying around. I'm going to figure out how to coordinate them all, make this a little more interesting. Because I realize this is not an interesting format. But it's all a work in progress, right? Learning. It's what we do, what I do. That's why I started this channel. Get up and do it yourself. 99% of the time, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I just keep going. So, appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.